Well, understandably, this entirely new twist in the Pradhyuman murder case has brought a massive relief where the family of the first primary accused, Ashok, the conductor of the bus, were concerned. According to them, it's vindication, even though, of course, the CBI has not given Ashok a clean sheet, but they feel that Ashok will walk out and he was framed by the police. But as many answers possibly that this new investigation conducted by the CBI has given out, it raises as many questions. Still, unanswered questions that remain to be answered. Why is it that the conductor Ashok in this case admitted to the crime? Why did he confess to the crime? Well, something that even CBI sources have indicated to us, that possibly that confessional statement was extracted under duress. It was retracted later by Ashok, where he said very clearly that he was beaten and he was made to sign a confessional statement. The family has also maintained that over time. The second big question that needs to be answered, and still a massive question mark on that, what about the murder weapon which was recovered on Ashok? There was a knife that was recovered from Ashok. The police called it the murder weapon. Was this planted on Ashok? Well, as per Ashok, he had no idea where that weapon came from. Number 3, there was a second murder weapon in this entire story, in this entire saga, the one that was found in the same bathroom where young Pradhyuman was murdered. Was that being investigated? What about that murder weapon? Number 4, why is it that the Gurugram police didn't conduct classic investigation in this case, when the CBI could go and talk to students of the 11th standard who've given crucial evidence, crucial link to the possibility of the involvement of this 11th class student? Why couldn't the Gurugram police do so? And did the Gurugram police misinterpret the CCTV footage which was procured? Because let's just go back all the way to 8th of August and the days that followed. We had those press conferences daily by the Gurugram police coming out, making statements that they have crucial CCTV footage. As per them, it was Ashok who killed Pradhyuman. But as per the CBI, on the same basis of the CCTV footage, it was actually that 11th class standard student who killed young Pradhyuman. Many questions that remain unanswered, but quickly dipping into the latest news break that's coming in. All right, the latest news break coming in right now. CBI sources have confirmed to India today that the case was handed over to them extremely late. The spot where the murder took place was tampered with. There were window panes that were broken. That over the course, since the CBI has taken over investigation, they had to spend hours, up to 13-14 hours every day at school to try to piece together the evidence which could have been tampered with. According to them, it was an extremely tough case. That's the latest news break that's coming in. Let me cut across to Ankit Tyagi, who's joining us, giving us information on that. Ankit, what are your CBI sources telling you?
Well, Preeti, the CBI sources are saying that it was a tough case. They were handed over the case very late. The crime scene, and this is something that Pradhyuman's family has been saying right from the beginning, that was tampered with. We also saw certain journalists going inside. We saw people going inside. A crime scene should have been preserved. That's the basic investigation rule. The Gurugram police flouted that. Number 2, they also said that it took them a lot of time. They spent 11 to 12 hours every single day behind these gates where I'm standing right here. My camera person Sanjeev will show at the Ryan International School, and only then they could come to this conclusion. Also, they said that the entire crime took place. It was a swift sort of a crime that took place between 3 to 4 minutes. 125 students and teachers, including of the Ryan International School, were in fact questioned, interrogated by the CBI before they detained and arrested this accused. Remember, this accused himself, the 16-year-old class 11 student, himself was interrogated 4 times at the CBI headquarters. Once they got him here as well and questioned him. So it was after a thorough probe, according to CBI sources. That is what they are claiming, that they have in fact decided to pick this boy up and come out with the extensive details about how and why this entire murder was committed by this 16-year-old. Interesting things about, the entire Gurugram police versus the CBI theory. Not the first time where the local police and the CBI have not towed the same line. But now it will be up to the courts, of course, to decide whether the CBI has given them a watertight case. But important things, very basic lapses that were made by the Gurugram police, and also goes on to suggest, Preeti, how difficult it is in this country to get a fair investigation. Not the first case, and the biggest problem, of course, is that there is no penal action against officers, those who deliberately try and botch up these investigations.
Right. You know, Ankit, many would call it possibly a chilling reminder of the Arushi murder case. Let's just go back years ago and how it all unfolded. But Ankit, stay on with me, coming right back to you, because the latest information also coming in. Chilling account of students, younger students at Ryan International School, of the accused, the 16-year-old accused, and his behavior towards them. Well, this is chilling. Well, reports coming in that the 11th class student was a bully. He would constantly be violent in school. Well, that is what has been reported when we try to speak to, the younger students who are getting out of class later on, when at about 2:30 this afternoon. And word coming in, there's this instance that has come out, and which is chilling, because it goes on to suggest that at particular times when he would walk into a bathroom and he would possibly see younger children, from 8, 9, 8, 10-year-old children urinating, he would kick them on the backside. Also, reports coming in that, these kids are telling us that he was full of himself, the 16-year-old, possibly because his father was richer than that of other kids. His grandfather was more influential. The fact that he was weak in class has already been established, but the fact that he was violent, Ankit, information of that now coming out.
Well, that's right. Though there is information also suggesting that there was some psychiatric help that this boy was getting for the last 2 years, and not going too much into conjecture at this point of time, because the case is still under consideration of the Juvenile Justice Board. But yes, this is a classic bully syndrome that a lot of students, a lot of people, in fact, including us, would have seen in our schools when we were growing up. But the important thing here, Preeti, is that was this, if all these facts were known, and I'm saying if all these facts were known to the school management, then they are also culpable. And possibly that also leads you to the theory of why a bus conductor was easier to be framed rather than a known bully inside the school. How would Ryan International explain that this boy was habitual, if that is proven right, of carrying a knife inside the school? It's easy for them to just say that it was a one-off incident. The conductor on that day was carrying it, and they can brush their hands off that. But when it comes to a student inside whose tendencies are known, or at least would be visible to the school in a certain duration of time, why didn't they do anything about it? Why wasn't why was the student allowed inside the school if he was so violent? All these questions pointing out to the fact that there are many questions that Grace Pinto and the Ryan family will have to answer, which they so far have been evading. Even today, you were also here, nobody from the school management, tried to answer any question, or any teacher, was allowed to speak to the media. This does point out to a larger problem as far as the school management and the way the affairs in the school were being conducted. And that is possibly why, the entire investigation, apart from who killed Pradhyuman, also needs to be on the negligence on the part of the Ryan management and the Pinto family.
You're right there, Ankit, because one thing that has been established, no, the CBI has not given a clean chit right now to Ashok, the conductor. Yes, they do feel that the person behind this murder is a 16-year-old 11th class student of Ryan International. Well, that's what they feel. Has it been established? Well, not entirely yet. We've seen the CBI go horribly wrong in the past as well. But one thing that has been established now is that the accused, the 16-year-old accused, had a deviant nature. Lots of twists and turns that this entire country has seen ever since 8th of August, where a 7-year-old boy was reportedly lying on ground, breathing his last in a bathroom at Ryan International, where whatever we have known in terms of investigation today got completely turned on its head.
7-year-old Pradhyuman, a student of Ryan International School, Gurugram, found dead with his throat slit in the bathroom. Within hours of Pradhyuman's murder, the Haryana police declared that it was a bus conductor at the school who had murdered Pradhyuman as he tried to sexually assault him. Ashok, the conductor himself, confessed to the murder.
मैंने जी उसको खींच लिया वापस एकदम धक्का मारा तो आधा उसमें बढ़ गया था लेटरिन में मैंने वो पकड़ लिया मैंने कहते बाहर जाके कह दे तो उसके साथ वो करने लगे जैसे फिर वो नहीं माना रोड मचाना गया तो फिर मैं उसके बाद चक्कू चला दिया
चाकू कहाँ से लाया था
चक्कू पहले से गाड़ी में था.
But within days, the bus conductor did a stunning U-turn, claiming that he was being framed, declaring that he did not kill Pradhyuman. The Pradhyuman murder mystery had deepened. There were more questions now than answers. 15 days after Pradhyuman's murder, with no clear leads, the CBI took over the investigation. And now, 45 days later, a sensational new twist in the tale. The CBI now says that a class 11 student of Pradhyuman's school is the prime suspect in the murder and was the first one to be spotted in CCTV footage. According to the CBI, this class 11 student carried a knife to school. He was the eyewitness and told the Haryana police initially that he saw Pradhyuman vomiting blood and that he called the gardener and the teacher to the spot. But as the CBI took over the investigation, the class 11 boy started changing his statement suspiciously. The class 11 student was grilled 4 times by the CBI.
कल मुझे 11:20 पे मैं पहुंच गया. मुझे रात तक बिठा के रखा और रात 12 बजे बोले कि आपके बेटे ने मर्डर किया है और ये अक्यूज्ड है, इसने मर्डर किया है और हम इसको अरेस्ट कर रहे हैं. अरेस्ट करने के बाद मुझे 2 घंटे बिठा के रखा कि बोले कि जब तक आप ये इसका कन्फेशन है इसमें साइन नहीं करोगे तब तक आप बाहर नहीं जाओगे. मैं रात के 2 बजे वहां से निकला हूं. ये उनकी सीसीटीवी फुटेज बता देगी कि मैं कितने बजे वहां से निकला हूं. मेरे बेटे को 4 बार बुलाने के बाद कल भी पूछताछ के लिए बुलाया गया था. मुझे कल अपने बच्चे के पास भी नहीं जाने दिया गया. उस बच्चे को रात 11 बजे तक मुझसे अलग रखा गया है.
The CBI says that this class 11 student wanted to get an upcoming parent-teacher meeting and an examination postponed. He was weak in studies and even told his friends not to study for the upcoming exam. He allegedly also watched a porn clip before the murder. The new twist in the tale has turned the Pradhyuman murder case on its head. Did this class 11 boy really kill little Pradhyuman? Was the bus conductor then simply being framed and forced to make a false confession? Disturbing questions that India now seeks answers to. With Ankit Tyagi in Gurugram, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me also bring in my colleague Munish Pandey, who's been following CBI investigations. You know, Munish, with what your sources in the CBI, what are they telling you? If their case is watertight, are they willing to completely refute the entire line of investigation followed by the Gurugram police?
Preeti, see, CBI is very confident of their investigation. They are saying that they have the evidence, as in they have the forensic evidence, they have the CCTV footage, they have the statements of other witnesses who are confirming, and that's why CBI has concluded that the murderer is no one else but this class 11th student. Now the big question remains that if he is the murderer, why was the conductor framed by the Haryana police? Also, CBI has told us that they have some crucial evidence from, that is the scientific evidence, which also also proves that the murder was done by no one else but this class 11th student, and that is why he was questioned for more than 4 times. This was the fifth time he was called for the interrogation, and that is when CBI wanted to arrest him, but as he was juvenile, he was detained, he was produced before the court, and now they have got the 3 days remand. Now CBI is saying that in these 3 days they are going to reconstruct the entire crime. They again want to establish that how this crime took place, and that is why in 3 days of interrogation they will be allowed to question this 11th standard accused from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and after that he will be sent to observation home. Now the family is saying that he has been falsely implicated, but it's very usual that the accused family make such allegations, but as of now CBI is very confident that their case is completely watertight, and whatever Haryana police investigation is, that is completely false. Yes, Preeti.
Well, you know, Munish, and that's interesting because the Haryana police DGP, the Gurugram police DGP, spoke to India Today a short while back, sticking to their investigation. And if one is to believe the CBI line of investigation, then there's been a string of botch-ups when it comes down to the Gurugram police. At about 8 a.m. this morning, news hit the fact that the CBI had an alternate theory as to who the murderer of little Pradhyuman was. A wave of relief swept over this household. This is the household of the conductor of that bus, who is the prime accused in this case till today morning, Ashok. Well, there's been a string of botch-ups, if one is to go by the CBI investigation, which were made by the Gurugram police, one after the other. And the biggest of all, the possible frame-up of this family behind me, Ashok's family, in terms of, because it's the family which ultimately pays the price, fixing the blame wrongly on Ashok. We still don't know that. CBI has still not given a clean chit to Ashok. But if the CBI investigation and the theory is to believe, then the murderer is an 11th standard child.
क्योंकि सर कंडक्टर बस कंडक्टर को गिरफ्तार कोई बात नहीं, वो अब क्योंकि अब वो केस सीबीआई के पास है, वो सीबीआई वाले क्या इन्वेस्टिगेशन करते हैं, क्या चालान करते हैं, उस पर डिपेंड करेगा.
An innocent man may have been in jail for 2 months, accused of heinous murder, but to Haryana police, it does not matter. Justice for Pradhyuman may have been delayed, but to Haryana police, it does not matter. The 7-year-old's parents may have lost their faith in police, but to Haryana cops, it does not matter. CBI's sensational twist to the Pradhyuman murder case has exposed glaring lapses in Haryana police's investigation. But the police just won't take the blame. As much as Haryana police may try to deflect blame now, the botch-up is quite clear. Almost similar to the now infamous Arushi murder case. Just a day after the murder on 8 September came the chilling confession by school bus conductor Ashok. Soon after the public confession, the police hogged the limelight and took credit for solving the case.
मुख्य आरोपी है जो कंडक्टर है स्कूल बस का अशोक, उसको गिरफ्तार किया है. उसने हमारे सामने अपना रोल कन्फेस किया है.
CBI sources now claim that this entire confession was a big lie. Ashok was forced by the police to confess to the murder. The class 11 boy, a minor, had joined the probe as an eyewitness. CBI zeroed in on him after accessing a crucial CCTV footage which the Haryana police missed out on. The blurry image ignored by cops was enhanced by the CBI. Outsiders were allowed a free run at the crime scene just days after the murder. The Haryana police claimed it had already solved the case and thus there was no need to shield the murder spot.
एक उदाहरण हमारे सामने है कि जो आरुषि हत्याकांड का केस अब हमारे नोएडा के अंदर हुआ था, उसमें माँ बाप 7 साल की जेल, माँ बाप अपने बच्चे के कत्ल के लिए 7 साल की जेल काटकर आ गए हैं. तो इसलिए हमें थोड़ा सा आगाह रहना पड़ेगा.
The shocking twist exposed the laxity on the part of the cops and the possible conspiracy in cahoots with somebody who could be more influential. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, joining me right now is young Pradhyuman's mother, and one thing we have to say on India today is that if we have seen parents with utmost grace dealing with one of the biggest travesties of fate, the biggest tragedies, it's the parents of Pradhyuman. We have Sushma Thakur with us. She's Pradhyuman's mother. मैम, एक नई इन्वेस्टिगेशन की राह है अब जो सीबीआई ने पकड़ी है, उस पे उम्मीद है?
मतलब देखिए, अभी तक जो भी थ्योरी आई है, पहली वाली जो थ्योरी थी वो तो हम सबको ही मतलब हजम नहीं हो रही थी। दूसरा, इसका जो पोस्टमार्टम का जो बाबू का रिपोर्ट था उसने भी इसको मतलब नकार दिया था। और अब जो स्टोरी आई है, मे भी मतलब एक बच्चे के नज़रिए से देखें हम तो ये हो सकता है, क्योंकि अगर जो बच्चा अगर कोई कमज़ोर हो तो वो बचने के लिए अपने बचाव में कर सकता है।
सुषमा जी, जो हमारे पीछे बैठे हैं, जो माता पिता हैं, जो बीवी हैं अशोक की, उन्होंने कह रहे हैं कि उन्होंने हमेशा ही कभी नहीं सोचा कि अशोक आपके बच्चे का हत्यारा हो सकता है। अब एक नई राह है इन्वेस्टिगेशंस की, पर जो इस बच्चे के माता पिता हैं, जो इस 16 साल के बच्चे के माता पिता हैं, वो कह रहे हैं कि उनका जो लड़का है वो गुनहगार नहीं है, उसने ये कत्ल नहीं किया।
हमने प्रद्युम्न फाउंडेशन करके एक ट्रस्ट बनाया है और हमारा कोशिश तो यही रहेगा कि इसके माध्यम से जो है हम अपने मतलब जो बच्चे हैं उनके हक के लिए, उनके सुरक्षा के लिए मतलब मिलके सभी पेरेंट्स मिलके आगे तक बात को लेके जाए और सब लोग उनकी सुरक्षा के लिए चाहेंगे कि कुछ ना कुछ ठोस हो इसके माध्यम से।
सुषमा जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने का। आप पिछले 2 महीने हमने आपको देखा है, आपने कैसे डील किया है ये इतनी बड़ी ट्रेजेडी। बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने का। आई एम जॉइन्ड राइट नाउ बैक विद माय कॉलीग अंकित त्यागी, हु इज जॉइनिंग मी इन फ्रंट ऑफ Ryan International School. You know, Ankit, you and I have both covered this case over the last 2 months, and if there can be a couple who've dealt with such a travesty of fate with as much dignity and grace, it has to be Pradhyuman's parents.
Well, that's right. And no words, in fact, can express the kind of grief that they have gone through. Also, if Pradhyuman's sister, who was in the very same school, even at the time when her brother was, in fact, brutally killed, and, she was in this very school behind me. But, Preeti, right from the word go, right from the beginning, right from the time when it came out, somehow the parents believed that the theory that the police is trying to throw in front of the people or the media, that does not add up. They kept saying that there is a conspiracy, this man, the Pintos should be questioned, the administration should be questioned, because they refuse to believe the kind, the entire motive that the police had said of this case. Remember, she very rightly pointed out, the post-mortem report also did not point out to any sort of sexual assault, which the police, in fact, tried to peddle as the main theory. It also begs the question whether they already had heard what the CBI then said, that they spoke to over 125 students and teachers before they made sure that this arrest was imminent and was done. Whether they also heard these kind of tips from other students and parents that made them believe that this possibly was not the culprit. This is a very important question. They kept fighting for it. They kept saying that we need a CBI probe. Remember how the Haryana government, the ML Khattar government, initially was reluctant. They said the police is doing a great job. The Chief Minister himself came here, gave a pat at the back of the police and the Commissioner of Gurugram as well, saying that he's very satisfied with the probe and they are doing a good job. In 7 days, he was the one who announced that they'll file a charge sheet. Was that the pressure that under which they botched up this investigation, if we go by the CBI theory? And now for Mr. Khattar, the entire world is watching. If the CBI theory is proven right, Preeti, Mr. Khattar should take the onus and take a step. At least the officers, those who were conducting this inquiry, and the Gurugram Police Commissioner should be made accountable and answer for why did they choose to frame an innocent man if, and I'm again saying if, the CBI theory is proven true. CBI so far is saying that the bus conductor is according to them, they have not given a clean sheet, but they also say that he confessed in front of them, that the police coerced him into this confession and coerced him to take the blame. The CBI is also saying that they also still want to understand from the 16-year-old juvenile whether he told about this plan to somebody else, whether he got assistance from somebody else. That line of investigation, that part of investigation is still underway.
You know, Ankit, an important point that you make there, because let's just go back once again around the 15th of August, just about a week after Pradhyuman's murder. How grudgingly, the Chief Minister gave the case to the CBI because the parents refused to budge. How grudgingly was that? And even when he made that press conference 2 weeks after the murder saying that the CBI will handle the case from here on, he did it grudgingly, and he also said that even though the Gurugram police has done a tremendous job. That press conference there, where he said very clearly that the Gurugram police has done a tremendous job, but from now here, the CBI will handle the case. A lot of questions there if this theory of the CBI is true. Questions that have been asked repeatedly by Barun Thakur, the father of young Pradhyuman. Listen in. The latest press conference today.
जिस तरह से सीबीआई ने अपना प्राइमरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन का कंक्लूजन रखा है सामने, तो कहीं ना कहीं और जो रीजनिंग दी है उन्होंने, तो कहीं ना कहीं लगता है कि वो रीज़न उस बच्चे के एंगल से एक प्रोबेबल रीज़न हो सकता है इस तरह के क्राइम को कमिट करने में। और इसके अलावा जैसे वो बच्चा बहुत लंबे समय से उस स्कूल में है, तो मुझे लगता है कि वहाँ पे जो स्कूल प्रेमिसेस में लैप्सेस हैं, जो जिनका वो फ़ायदा उठा सकता था, वो उसको पता था, और उन सबको कंसीडर करते हुए, उन लैप्सेस को कंसीडर करते हुए उसने वो साइट चुना और बच्चे को टारगेट करके वहाँ पे उसने अटेम्प्ट किया है। हम यही चाहेंगे अब फर्दर रिक्वेस्ट करना सीबीआई से कि वो इस मामले की और फर्दर इन्वेस्टिगेशन करे, और जिनकी भी लापरवाही या जिनकी भी इन्वॉल्वमेंट की वजह से ये काम हो पाया है, ये घटना हुई है, या उस बच्चे ने इस तरह का क्राइम किया है, वो सब के सब सामने आए और उन सब के खिलाफ चार्जेस फ्रेम किए जाएं और उनको सख्त से सख्त उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई हो, सजा मिले उनको।
Well, the CBI today giving its own line of investigation, coming to the fact that it is an 11th standard student behind the murder of young Pradhyuman. Well, it shocked the entire country, making the likes of us question how credible is state police investigations. We'd seen it go horribly wrong during Arushi's case. We'd seen it again. Not that the CBI did a stellar job with Arushi, but today, if the CBI's theory is to go by, then everything we have believed about who killed 7-year-old Pradhyuman has fallen flat. But as the nation stood shocked, a wave of relief went over this family. This is the family of Ashok, the conductor of the bus who was made the prime accused earlier on. Listen in to what the family had to say when we spoke to them earlier.
जब अशोक को अरेस्ट किया, आपने बोला था कि उन्होंने ये काम नहीं किया था। तो अभी जो सीबीआई का नया खुलासा आया है कि हो सकता है कि एक 11वीं कक्षा का लड़का इस पूरे कांड के पीछे हो, तो आपको अभी जो सीबीआई जांच कर रही है उसमें विश्वास है?
जी, जो कर रही होगी सही कर रही होगी, पर हमें तो जब विश्वास होगा असली तो जब हमारे घर वापसी आ जाएगा। सही लग रहा है कि सही कर रही है भाई।
पिछले जो पूरा अगस्त 8 को ये पूरा कांड हुआ, उसके बाद ये जो 2 महीने गए हैं, आपकी जब सीबीआई ने ये जांच ले ली, आपसे भी जाहिर है आप लोगों से भी बातचीत हुई होगी, जो अफसर हैं जो सीबीआई के जांच कर रहे हैं आपसे भी पूछताछ हुई होगी, तो आपको जब उन्होंने आपसे जब बातचीत की तो आपको क्या लगा इस पूरे?
सीबीआई वाले ने
किसी कोई अफसर आए आपसे बातचीत की, पूछा अशोक के बारे में कुछ?
हाँ जी, पूछा था कि मिलन आप गए थे मिलने कैसे, तो वो जैसे बताया था कि उसने ऐसे भाई मार पिटाई का गए कि पुलिस वालों ने उसे मारा है बुरी तरह, तो 3 डिग्री दी है, ऐसे ऐसे।
अशोक से कब बात हुई पीछे?
उसको जब शुरू में मिलने गए थे, जब ये कांड होया था, जब
बस तब से लेके अब तक एक बार मिले हैं अशोक से?
नहीं, मिलने जा रहे हैं जब भी ये काम मैंने ना किया।
हमेशा यही बोलता है?
बोलते हैं हमेशा। उसके आँख के आंसू ही नहीं सूखते मैडम जब जाते हैं जब मिलने के लिए कि मैंने ये काम ना किया। मेरे जो छोटे छोटे 2 बच्चे।
ये आपका बच्चा है?
जी। मैंने ये काम ना किया, मैं तो मार का गया हाँ भर ली।
कभी बोलता है कि क्यों फिर बोला कि काम किया था?
कि जी मार का गए तो पुलिस वाले की मार का गए तो अच्छा हाँ भर ले जी, मार पिटाई का हाँ भर ली।
आपको पिछले 2 महीने से, जब से अशोक आपका बेटा जेल में है, आप कितनी बार मिले हैं उससे?
मैं 2-3 बार मिल गया है, सब मिल गया है, बुढ़िया भी मिल जाई, उनको बच्चे ने भी कल भी मिल के आए उनको। मैं तो गया नहीं, वो भी 1 हफ्ता में मंगलवार को 2 आदमी ने मिलन दे, ज्यादा मिलन ना दे भैया। 2
आखिरी बार कब मिले थे आप अपने लड़के से?
आखिरी बार यहाँ आया उस दिन, वहाँ तो
1 महीना पहले।
1 महीना पहले
1 महीना
जब वहाँ मिल का।
तब उसने क्या बोला आपको?
मैंने पूछा, हाँ भाई तू ये बात जो चल रही है सही है गलत है? वो रोने लग रहा, पापा मैं गलत फंसाया, मैं ना करा ये काम। शुरू से मेरे को तो यही बोल रहा, पापा मैं तो रोने लग रहा, मैंने ये काम ना करा, मेरे स्कूल वालों ने फंसाया हूँ।
तो हमेशा आपके सामने रोया है, तो आपने पूछा नहीं कि उसने क्यों फिर ऐसा हामी भरी कि उसने कत्ल किया था? शुरू में
वो मार पीट के तो पुलिस ने, स्कूल वाले ने कह दी इसको मार पीट के इस पर झूठा केस बना दिया, तो इस पर हंगवा मारपीट। जब मैं यहाँ सोने गया तो उसके हाथ पैर सूजा जा रहा,
हाथ पैर सूजे हुए थे, चला भी नहीं जा रहा था।
रोड लग गया, भाई तू क्यों मारा? तो तेने ये काम करा होगा जब भी तो तू मार पीट करिए। पापा मैंने ना मारा, मैं तो स्कूल वाले ने फंसाया, फिर पुलिस बुलाई, पुलिस को मैं सौंप दिया, इसको मार पीट का आऊँगा। पुलिस ने मारा मैं बुरी तरह सोने में, जब भी 4-5 आदमी गए हम।
ये आपका पोता है, अशोक का बेटा है?
हाँ जी, ये छोटा है।
ये छोटा है, उसके 2 लड़के हैं?
हाँ 2 लड़का है जी।
जो एक बहुत, अशोक ने कभी आपको बताया कि उसके ऊपर तो चाकू भी पाया गया था? चाकू कहाँ से आया?
नहीं, गलत बात, सब गलत है जी। ड्राइवर ने बोल दिया जी मैंने गाड़ी साफ करी, मेरी गाड़ी में कुछ चक्कू, आज तक कुछ चक्कू नहीं है, तो कंडक्टर पर कहाँ से चक्कू आ जाता? कंडक्टर तो
बताया, वो चाकू कहाँ से निकला उसके?
बात है सब, ये सब झूठी है सब, ये स्कूल वाले बना रहे ना अपनी तरफ से कहानी।
स्कूल या पुलिस वाली बना, क्योंकि
हाँ पुलिस वाला स्कूल वाला, ना ड्राइवर पे चक्कू, ना कंडक्टर पे, ना गाड़ी में चक्कू का काम है क्या? मैं भी ड्यूटी कर रहा हूँ, 6-7 गाड़ी है, मर को चक्कू ना।
All right, so what we are going to do is, at India Today, we are going to continue getting you all the angles, a lot of questions that still remain unanswered, which we are going to try and piece together for our viewers. You can be sure that we'd be getting you the first news that is going to be coming in on who killed 7-year-old Pradhyuman as the case goes ahead. Till now, what we do know is there's been a 3-day remand to the CBI of the accused, who is a 16-year-old child studying in class 11 at Ryan International School. Thank you all our reporters for joining us. Do stay with us. Up next is To The Point with Anjana.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.